Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading for the week of Monday the 14th of July onwards. This pick a card reading is to give you some advice, some guidance, some heart medicine for the week ahead. There are 3 piles, 1, 2 and 3 different tarot decks. Pick the one that you are the most drawn to that is going to give you the messages that you need to receive for this coming week. Once you have done this, there are timestamps in the description box below where you can also find my details if you'd like to reach out for a more in-depth personalised reading or some intuitive energy healing or spiritual mentorship if either of those resonate with you and you feel the call. I will see you in your reading and wishing you a beautiful week. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you pick this tarot deck, this is the Tarot of the Witch's Garden. Oh, and let's see what messages there are for you for this coming week. What messages have we got? What heart medicine can I offer to pile number 1? Please, Spirit. One more card. Ooh. Actually draw more to this one. Okay. So the first card that we have here is the 9 of Wands in the reverse. And wands are the fire element. And it speaks on our passion. It speaks on our active drive and desires and our push forward in this world. And the 9 of Wands is a card that speaks of a struggle, a battle. The Wands as a journey is quite the battle and the determination to see it through. This card, when it comes through in the reverse, is much more a needing to open up and actually being stuck by your own boundaries. So that you see this line here, this boundary line of Wands, that in the upright, the person is like, they're breaking, they're resilient. They've got the determination to make that push through. But in the reverse, it's kind of saying to you that you're staying in old battlegrounds. You're not actually crossing this boundary that you have, that is blocking you, whether you've put it there yourself or not, but you're staying stuck in old stories. You're staying stuck in an old drive. You're staying stuck somewhere that isn't serving you, where the call is really to push you past, to get you past this line, which is more emphasized by the fact that skipping one across, we have this 10 of Wands here, which is the next in sequence. So it's really encouraging you to get past this line because it needs you to get to the 10 of Wands stage. We then have here the Queen of Wands. So we're sticking with the Wands, 3 Wands in a row, lots of fire, 4 in fact, there's Wands here too. And the Queen of Wands is a card that is all about determination, said determination to get past this line. She's creative, she's passionate, she is confident, she is bold. This is full-on queendom, full-on power stance, and it's really, really embodied so that you can push through. So this, where you're holding yourself back with this line here, where you're holding yourself back behind something, old stories, keep a boundary in place, thinking you're keeping yourself safe when you need to push forwards. The Queen of Wands is the energy coming through to say, embody this. You need to rise up in your power, my love, because the Queen of Wands knows her power enough to be able to help outwardly. And you have to step into the fact that you actually are this. You hold that confidence, that joy, that determination, that passion within. But you actually have to really embody it. Sit on your throne and really embody it. Embody that power, not ego power, but just natural born power that actually just is naturally resonance within you, because Spirit is really wanting you to get to this 10 of Wands, past the 9 of Wands, get through this line, off you go, because the 10 of Wands is the completion stage. Ace to 10 is a journey. So this is so close to a completion. This card talks about, it's actually a message to keep on going, but with this entranceway here that I'm seeing, there's an opportunity here to empty yourself, free yourself from the heavy burdens that will be linked to this line here. that's holding you back, to push forwards. This person has left. There's a house here, if you can see in the background, but there's a doorway here. I'm getting very strong like feeling of like a leaving of something behind and going. She's got her bag, she's got her wands, she's got her baby, and she's got her little ally, the fox. And the fox within an animal deck that I have speaks on shadow work. So this is coming through in my, like, to me, of this need to like free yourself of the burdens which is involved in the shadow work. But it's like right now, like, this hasn't come to full completion yet. So the shadows are still with you, but there is a departing of old stories. There is a departing of something that no longer serves you, a leaving of said place. Because you have to venture off. You have to leave. The burdens still come with you initially, these 10 wands of which you carry that are burdensome on your back, this weight. But it will be through this shadow work, this uprising. Because if you then see here, essentially this fox with this flame, very much this page of wands gives phoenix energy. Phoenix rises from the ashes. Ashes form when you let something burn, become dead, buried, and go. The death rebirth cycle. And then the page of wands actually comes in with like these divine sparks of inspiration. It comes in with a really youthful energy. Pages are very youthful energy. Like I always say to clients, it's like a naive energy, but in that young way, where you really truly believe in your ideas. The inspiration comes in that passion and that curiosity. Like you're giving yourself the permission to dream, like we do more when we are younger. I'm sorry, I don't know how old you are. I am. I am no longer in my youth. But there's this rebirth occurring for you, this newfound, this youthful zest for life this week. But there's a letting go that needs to occur first. Next card in line, 5 of Cups, coming out of the wands. Cups are the water element, and cups speak of our emotional landscape. They speak of our relationships, the way in which we relate. It's everything of the heart. And the 5 of Cups in reverse that you have is a card about not letting go of past traumas and needing to let go, and needing to heal, and needing to let go of the old stories of which we tell ourselves. Exactly like the 9 of Wands here. But we have this in the masculine and this in the water, so the feminine. Water here too. So there's this like shift, this releasing of old stories in a very like physical way here, in a very active way. And then it's going to, with this and with this shift, with this like death, rebirth, being able to rise up, then comes where you can release it, the need at least to release it from your emotional landscape. And if you actually see here, so it is like a reversal, but this home, the home of which this figure's leaving here, but the home in the background here, the person that's needing to let go. Like, there's like a physical act here, but then there's this emotional act, and this person's like almost looking back at the house. Oh, should I? Do I need it? The emotional landscape of this. But there's a need with the 5 of Cups to go towards the 2 cups that are filling you and not the 3 cups that are empty, which is a very interesting turn of phrase for me to use when we have the 2 of Cups here in the reverse. And the 2 of Cups is a card that talks about a union, a merging. 2s always do. 2s are about that. But then it is also talking about, in the reverse, this is like emotional blocks, disharmony. Healing past trauma comes in, but there is a card about separation, whereas the 2s is generally about coming together. So it's almost like this dismantling, a dismantling of something throughout this week for you. we'll go this was direction first. So we'll pull one from here first. So the chakra card that we have for you here is the number 26, connection, universal oneness, love, interconnection, and support. And this is speaking of the heart space. It's the heart chakra, of which the cups talks. And this need for connection, for community. The word community is very much coming through. And within the stance of these, they're all very like singular female figures. Apart from this one where there is the separation that is required, this unmerging energy coming through. But just being shown a web. But there's the interconnectedness, this web, this weaving of how we're connected to everything, to source, to others. And the need of that for you this week to work together in group setting, with your friends, with co-workers, with family, whatever it may be. This is a solo journey. This is the stuff you need to do personally, but something that will help you is really, really opening your heart space for it to be able to be filled and with love and support from others. It's like you're alone in your journey, but you shouldn't have to be alone. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, didn't land right way up, so that is leaving it on the floor. We have here the dignified card, strength. And this spiraling upwards, a spiral staircase. So there's definitely this like call for you to enter. A call for you to enter a doorway, a portal. This is also very reminiscent of a throne. Spirit is very much saying, rise above. It's like rise above the clouds. Rise to this new stance. There's a portal, there's a doorway, there is an opening for you. But you have to have the strength and trust in self to get there. We have the number 13 here, goddess number. So I'd very much encourage working with the goddess, working with the feminine this week to support you. Maiden, mother, crone. Call in all three. Call in the goddess. You can even work, actually, let's see, what goddess. We'll pull a goddess card for you. What would be a good goddess to work with for my piles one this week? Yemena, hope. I think I said that wrong. Yemaya, hope. This rising up, this hope. She is a goddess of, if I am not mistaken, which I could be, water. So it's linking back into the cups here. And she's actually represented in another deck as the Queen of Cups in the upright. So you have the Queen of Wands here, and then Cups is the only other element, the only other suit here. And this is the Queen of Cups. So you've got this like yin-yang power uprising of the fire and water being called for you. But there's definitely this element of rising up this week. Really, really trusting and stepping into your power. Let's use this deck for you. Some advice for my pile one. Yeah, so this throne, transformation, things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. You are really, really being called to the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Rise up. This week is all about you stepping into your power, claiming your throne, the throne in which you know you're supposed to be sat on. Spirit's making it very, very clear. You know this, you just have to trust this and act on it. Rise up, transform. This is why you are here. To break the chains of your ancestral patterns, the healing, the rewriting the future. You are, my love, that black sheep that in your family, the one that comes. There are a lot of us, so you're not alone in that community connection. But there are a lot of people that have come to be the ones to stop, to break the chain, to stop the ancestral bullshit, the crap, the pain, the suffering. A burden that our souls have chosen to bear in this lifetime. We are the ones to come in and stop, but that also means it comes with the pain and the hard work of healing and doing the shadow work. It's fucking bullshit. It's not comfortable. It's no fun at all. If you've been going through the process, if you've been in the valley of the shadow of death, as I always call it, if you've been within those throes of the dark night of the soul, you know how painful it is, but you also know the power and the relief from that uprising, the transformation that occurs, the alchemy of the death rebirth cycle, the alchemy of the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's beautiful. There's nothing quite like it. But fuck me, is that shadow work painful? Like, absolutely. Can't sugarcoat that for a second. But this is really asking you to step up here. This week, something is coming in, something is calling you to step into your power. Don't stay off your throne for anybody or anything, because it's where you're supposed to be. Let's have some advice. Ooh. So that one and this one. Oh, there's two. Okay, so we have snow, rest and contemplation, soil, stability and simplicity, chamomile, gentleness, relaxation and sleep, and seeds, new ideas, hope and open-mindedness. Snow, rest and contemplation with the gentleness of relaxation and sleep here with the chamomile. Also stability and simplicity. All very much a slow, like, so the advice, the real heart medicine to assist you through this week, to assist you through your stepping up. You're stepping up in strength, but you actually are going to have to really tend to yourself and allow, really be in your, this is where the goddess helps, the receptive feminine state. And I've just noticed number 26 here, so double 13. Triple goddess coming in very, very strong. So sit in your feminine space. Honor the feminine, honor rest, honor relaxation, honor self-care practices, honor meditation, honor quiet. Rest and contemplation in the stillness of winter within the snow. Snow day. Consider yourself snowed in. You're having a snow day. Because you really need to get grounded and rooted, simplicity and stability here. Root yourself down to give you the strength to reach up. Mugwort would be a great plant ally for the week. And then chamomile, also a great plant ally because it's come up. Gentleness, relaxation and sleep to calm the nervous system. Mugwort can also have the same effect. Mugwort can be used to assist in releasing. It's a great purger in that way. But can also be used for your dreamscape. Can be used for dream teas. So you could possibly mix the two, or just use them as allies. Because the intention here at the end of it is these seeds, new ideas, hope and open-mindedness, taking you back to that Phoenix Page of Wands card that's underneath. Let's get one last card for my pile once, please. Crystal Dragon Sound and Colour. New healing modalities, Rainbow Ray, 𝑒𝑟𝑡ℎ-𝑏𝑎𝑠𝑒, I'm very bad at saying words, frequencies. If you do not do or have not had done sound healing or utilized colour therapy, I recommend these two healing modalities. Blue as a colour coming through with this card. Really helps your throat chakra. It helps your authenticity. It helps you speak your truth. But try new healing modalities this week and assist yourself with solfeggio, I can't say the word, frequencies. You can find them easily on YouTube. I would recommend, with the fact that the heart chakras come out here, heart, just type in heart chakra, this word. I can keep saying wrong. So let's just get it closer on screen for you. This one right here. Utilize them. Right, guys, I hope you have the most beautiful week. Step up into your power. It's where you're supposed to be. I'll see you in my next reading. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. This is the Earth Woman Tarot, and let's see what this week has in store for you. My pile number 2s. Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. 6 of Swords, all in a row. Swords is the air element, so it is masculine in nature, and it speaks of everything in our mindscape, essentially, our intellect, the way in which we communicate. It speaks on our fears, our worries, our anxieties, everything of that thoughtly realm, essentially. And the 4 of Swords is a card about rest and contemplation. It's a card about saying, like, essentially, like, please meditate. Please take a step back. Please take some much needed rest and recuperation when this card comes out. It is required. It is necessary. It is what you need. You need to spend some time focusing. You need to spend some time in healing from burnout. It's like a way in which you can renew yourself. It's self-love. So it's like this person that is looking at the 4 swords and they're just casually relaxing in their hammock, because it's a time to kind of not ignore them. It's a time about taking a step away from them, so they're not weighing heavily on you, but so you can really assess them, really see them, really transmute the energy of them, because we've got the butterflies here of the transformation and cycles of change being highlighted with the moons here. And then the fact that we have it with the 5 of Swords following, which is a card about loss. It's a card about hollow victories. So this person's there holding these 3 swords, but they've got the 2 backs turned of these figures, of these friends who have put their swords down. So you've won, they've retreated, they've left. But what have you got? You've lost, what have you lost to gain the swords? What have you lost to win this? Like I said, it's a card about hollow victories. And then we have the 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords is a card about difficulty, accepting help, a resistance to the transition, to the change that needs to occur. So it's like really carrying this heavy burden of the baggage. So it's really asking you to take this step back, to reflect and to really, really like assess where you're at and then how you're going to move forwards. Because otherwise you're at risk of these hollow victories. You're at risk of really stunting yourself from a rite of passage from the movement that you need to take. And that's like not a road that Spirit is encouraging. That's not the road Spirit is wanting you to go down. It's not one that's going to be beneficial to you. Not when we have the Queen of Cups here in the reverse. This is a card about insecurities. This is a card about needing to take responsibility for your own emotions, but also speaks on how you can potentially control and suppress your emotions. This is going to be the vital part. I keep being looped back here. It's almost as if Spirit is showing me the way in which things will turn out if you don't listen. Because then with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, The wands being the fire element, and an ace of wands in reverse being a block. It's talking about a need to rest here, unfocused energy, burnout, and completely uninspired and lackluster. Completely like nothing joyous about it. We want it in the upright. We want that fresh beginning, that new start. And then the Two of Cups in the reverse. And the Two of Cups in the reverse, it talks about a separation. It talks about a block. Emotional blocks, not open to receiving love, disharmony, separation, a need to untangle. So it feels very much like Spirit showing me how this plays out if you do not take the step back to really, really assess, really sit in your mindscape, really assess the Four Swords. So that when you pick them up, you're not going into conflict and you're not going to have hollow victories. What are you losing for the sake of winning? And what journey are you then preventing yourself from? That's going to hit more emotional blocks and more burnout, which is stuff you'll already be feeling. And this stuff will like snowball if you just don't take this time. So let's see what chakra card wants to come forward for you guys for my pile 2. Inner child, the solar plexus chakra. The chakra that is our inner sun. It is our fire. It's how we spark up the world. It's how we ignite. It's how we push forwards. It's our willpower. And this card talks on playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. And swords are heavy. Swords are a heavy element in regards to the weight that they can bring. And this is like a freedom, really calling in your inner child, being with your inner child, nurturing your inner child. Stepping back into that space that should have been full of lightheartedness, innocence, wonder, and this like joy. We've got the butterflies repeating here. This transformation really, really being called in for you. You can do guided meditations to tap into your inner child. If you've never done inner child work, you can find them easily on YouTube. Also something I can assist you with if you would like. Please just reach out. Another card, please. Leo, shine. So Leo, fire. Very much. So Leo is like heart chakra ruled, lion's heart, but also because of the fire element has that solar plexusness about it. And tapping into this inner child here. Of really stepping into your power to be able to shine, stepping into the reasons that you are here. Why are you here? Why did you come? We all have a natural, unique blueprint that gives us reason to, and is the reason, like we all shine in a way, and this is what it's asking for you. But there's something about nurturing the inner child first. And without this tapping into your child's space, without asking, I'm getting that, I'll go and ask your inner child what she or he needs, what they need. What do they need? Do a meditation and get them to answer, because this is about like living by their truth, because their truth is your truth. So that you do not self-sabotage, so that you do not have these hollow victories and miss this like crossing the way that you need to cross, because you're only stunting yourself. Remember, this is this week. If you don't listen to this, then this stuff will play, you know, like it's not all doom and gloom, guys, but like bigger picture, you know, do it sooner rather than later. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep trace, words. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. Your north node is your destiny point. Your north node is your life purpose. It's why you come, but you only get there if you do the work to get there. It's not a guarantee. Stop overthinking. So with swords, let's take the step back, but stop overthinking. Stop worrying. There's a high, astrology-wise, we're more likely to be stuck in mental loops this week. We're more likely to be bogged down and stuck in things of our mindscape. So fears, worries, anxieties. So really, really taking a step out away from that so that you don't get stuck in, if you get stuck in your mind, you're going to get stuck in these loops that are not serving you. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. The ever unfolding rose, cracked opening, is happening for you, not to you. And then Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. And this figure here, standing at the top of this mountain, the true north of which she faces. Tap into your true north, ask your child, and then our spirit. This is that Four of Swords. Call on sisterhood. Call on your sisters. Call on women's circles. Call on your local priestess, mystic, teacher. Embody the lessons of the rose, the tenderness and softness and beauty of her. But she has thorns. She's protective. She's strong. Rose medicine completely and utterly took me by complete surprise with the force and strength of her. And you've got Rose twice, so Rose medicine this week I would recommend, guys. It's happy. There's an unfolding here. There's a cracking open. There is an open. You are going to have to, like, this retreating inwards is to allow you to step up and shine, allowing you to open and stepping even further on this North Node journey, even further into your purpose. So, ooh, okay, we are going to go with all the cards that just fell on the floor. So we have bird, freedom and opportunity. Spread your wings and fly, my love. Mint, abundance, persistence and proliferation. And then summer, expansion and growth. So this is definitely for your uprising, this fiery uprising. But you have to gift yourself this freedom first. And this is back once again to the Four of Swords. This card really wanting to, like, let's push it to the side because it's wanting to take center show. It's this one. This rest, recuperation, this take a back seat to be able to listen to your inner child, but to be able to, like, have this jump, this leap, this rising up. You've got opportunity, abundance, expansion and growth. The sun is coming as the clouds part. You've got so much on offer here, guys. But allowing that space, it is not selfish to be selfish. You're not lazy for having downtime. Gift yourself the time and the space you need this week. It will be in your favor. Once again, go for the cards on the floor. So an element here of definitely getting grounded and rooted. Ethiopian opal, fertile ground, Pegasus unicorn energy, rainbow child. Definitely work with your inner child this week. What do they need from you? What do they need to shine? What do they need for their strength? What do they need to be clear of their fears, worries, and anxieties? Your child has the answer. You have the answer. Ask them. I hope this helped, guys. If you'd like a more in-depth personalized reading, please reach out. If you need help with any of my other services, reach out for that as well. And I hope you have a beautiful week. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. This is the Stained Glass Tarot, and let's see what messages we have for your week ahead. Any messages, heart medicine, guidance, what clarity can we offer to my pile 3 for the week ahead? One more card, please. Okie dokie. So, the first card we have is the Tower. Chaos, upheaval, breakthroughs, and revelations. The Tower is notoriously one of the most uncomfortable in tarot, but one of my favorites, because the tower has to crumble for solid foundations to be gifted to you. So it is a blessing and a curse all at once. So this will either be something, I'll be very shocked if you're not already aware of what this tower moment is. But if not, little pre-warning of chaos upheaval and all of that juicy stuff for the week ahead. And then we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. And Wands is the fire element. And the Four of Wands in the reverse is a card that speaks on needing to like take the step back, needing to take a step back to not get caught up in so much drama, to be able to remember the importance of the simple things, to get back into a state of harmony, to get reconnected. Because in the upright, it's almost like this, a doorway that's being gifted through to stability and almost like it's usually a fairy tale castle in the background. So some level of desire. But you've got this like really needing to step back in, like this, the chaos and upheaval that comes with this tower card is really going to assist you in and make you get back to appreciating the simple things, letting go of the drama. Drama is not healthy. It disconnects us from source, it disconnects us from self, and this is asking of you to reconnect. Because the fact that with the Four of Wands in reverse, what we have following is the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands in the upright is a card that's all about new ideas and new potential. Inspiration and creativity have landed. This is a new start, a fresh start where you will really light up. The light will return. You'll really see it. And like the Spirit's giving me the energy of like taking a proper, like a deep breath of like fresh air, a deep breath where you feel like you can truly breathe and connect in with self again. Followed with the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is a card that is, this is the hopeless romantic card of the deck, the classic romantic. A card about wearing your heart on your sleeve and seeking connection. And like I said, the hopeless romantic. So it's like, I am in love with the idea of love energy. And he comes in with his cup to be like, would you like a drink? And so this coming after that spark. And then with the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. So there's like this renewed hope of something really heartfelt and heart-led and very emotionally open and vulnerable. With the Two of Swords here, and this is a card about planning for the future. This is progress in the sense of like moving forwards of the Ace. We're moving to the Two. And it's a card that asks for you to choose between your comfort zone and the greater world at large. Which one do you want? That world map that's in front of you of where you want to go, of things you want to see. How badly do you want that, and whatever that looks like to you? Or would you prefer to stay in your comfort zone? Knight of Cups in between this sandwich of these divine sparks of inspiration and then the decision here is very much saying, and make it come from your heart. Like truly in your heart of hearts, what is it that you want? Open and vulnerable and raw. Wear your heart on your sleeve as you make this decision. Be heart-led. Because the Five of Swords here is a card about a realization that there can be no winners in the war. This chaos, this upheaval, this upturning, the things where there needs to be peace and harmony. The Five of Swords in the reverse is like a need to put down the swords. Because there is no winners in the war. There's no winners in this chaos and upheaval. That you just want peace. That there's the words that keep really coming through to me for you guys are honesty, rawness, authenticity. So really let that lead you this week. Let's see what chakra wants to come out for you. Personal boundaries, choice, assertiveness, empowerment, and authenticity. This is the solar plexus chakra. And very much got this yellow and yellow here. There's very much, and even that protective barrier here of the wands around this Knight of Cups, around this wearing your heart on your sleeve. So embodying the Knight of Cups and wearing your heart on your sleeve and being this honest, open, raw, vulnerable, hopeless, romantic version of yourself, but empower yourself through having personal boundaries there to protect you. They are there for your safety, ascendant and entrance. A portal, a doorway, the doorway here with the wands, the doorway here, either side of the cups. A rising up and a fresh start. Ascendant is the first, is where you're born, is your entry point. Spirit making a call back to like, why are you here? Why did you come? Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Mother Mary energy, very good one to work with this card coming out. And we have the stained glass tarot here, so very much that churchy vibe. You do not have to be Christian of whatever denomination thing. You can work with Mother Mary regardless. It is mother energy. Unconditional, kind, forgiving, nurturing mother energy. Leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. So definitely there's trusting in this process here, trusting in this release with the full moon behind. Full moons are about release. The Tower in and of itself is about release. Oh. And then we have the Tower again, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? You are keeping yourself in this dark, gloomy side and stopping yourself from getting through to this utopia. So something needs to be destroyed in the Tower. Be dead, gone and go. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. There's definitely this stepping through into this other space. Being shown, like asserting your boundaries. So like building a boundary around you to protect you, but it's offering you this like portal, this gateway through to something else. You're not blocking yourself in with your boundaries. You're actually creating an entranceway. But my God, this tower will hit, my loves. Just allow it as best you can. Mossa Gate, positivity and change. And Fern here, very much this ascendant. Fern being such an old, ancient dinosaur plant. Rosemary, once again with the ancient, remembrance, loyalty and faithfulness. There's a key here in the roots. And this uprising comes from bringing what's through your roots, the ancestral stuff that we can bring up, finding the key and the lesson of it and then letting it go, being the one to shift it. Tower moments. This tower moment will be deep. This tower moment will be something very much linked to your ancestral line, very much linked to your purpose, why you're here, something you're really supposed to shift away from. And then rain, cleansing, purification, and hydration. So one, keep yourself hydrated. But this release, cleanse yourself of what no longer serves you. And carnelian, energy, leadership, and creativity. This gateway again for you. Step into your power, step into your purpose. A gateway is on offer to you, but you need to really embrace and embody the Tower moment this week to step through it. And then we have stromalite and fern. So the fern coming through, fern surrounding here. Strip back and simplify, look to your origins. Some deep ancestral patterning wanting to come up and be cleared in this Tower moment this week, guys. So it may hit quite hard, but you've got this. I believe in you, I trust. I trust in your ability. I trust in your strength. I trust in its divine purpose. So please do as well. It's taking you towards this proper empowerment, this full-on leadership, uprising energy, this creativity. It's all of the bullshit, all of the crazy, all of the pain, suffering, darkness, whatever happens this week, it's all divinely guided and worth it. The more you lean into it, the quicker it will shift. The more you lean into it, the more good you are doing for yourself, I promise. Please reach out if you need any help with that. It's something I specialize in. If you'd like to dive deeper into a more personalized reading, my details are in the description box below. I hope you have a good week. I'm sending you love and strength, but I completely and utterly trust in you and your ability to get through this week. Call on Mother Mary, and I will see you soon.